Long before we had space stations, engineers tried to fake gravity with the simplest idea imaginable. Two spacecraft tied together with a cable and spun around the place. These are 12 steps towards creating artificial gravity, and this is number 8, tethered spacecraft. Imagine a Mars ship divided into two sections, a crew habitat at one end and a spent booster stage at the other, joined together by a long, thin tether. Once connected, the pair begin to spin slowly around their shared center of mass. Each module moves in a circle held by the tension in the tether, and that inward pull creates the same acceleration we call gravity, or similar enough to it. Inside, the floor becomes down and the crew feel weight again. It's really efficient physics. There's no giant wheel to build, no moving joints carrying power or data between the spinning sections. You just have two existing spacecraft linked and rotating in balance. Now, this isn't just an idea. It was tested. During Gemini 11 in 1966, astronauts tethered their capsule to an Agena target vehicle, and then they used thrusters to start a slow spin. The artificial gravity created was like teeny tiny. It was about 1/10,000th of a G, but it proved that the principle works exactly as theory predicts. Now, if we scale this system up, have two modules separated by a few hundred meters and rotated just a few times per minute, the outward acceleration would reach a third to half of Earth's gravity, and that might be enough to keep the body oriented for months at a time on a journey to Mars. Tethered spacecraft appear to be our most workable route to artificial gravity with today's technology. But spinning an entire ship, that kind of brings its own complications because the two modules have to stay perfectly balanced around their shared center of mass. Even a small mismatch in weight could shift the rotation point and start the whole system wobbling. A crew walking across the floor or a vehicle docking to one end could change that balance again. So like every motion has to be carefully compensated. And then of course the tether itself is pretty vulnerable. A single micrometeorite strike could slice through it and send both modules drifting off into space. But if rotation works, then do we really need to spin the whole spacecraft? That's for the next episode. Stay nerdy.